Coming up in this episode of the Peppinion, spray the walls with paint and save your companions from Les Docteurs. Hello, viewers. I've played Splasher about an hour now, and it's an action platformer game with this really cool looking mechanical spider thing. Very cool. Anyway, we're doing something a little bit different here because this is the demo, actually, of the game. It gave me 4 levels to play, each with something a little bit different, so I could experience a lot of different parts of the game, which is always good. Also made it a lot easier to kind of jump around and get to experience more of the game with less time, which is good for me. So yeah, in terms of gameplay, you probably noticed that I'm using my backpack. It shoots water right now, but later on it does shoot the other paint colors. So far as I know, it's this pink stuff, which allows you to stick to walls, or some yellow stuff, which allows you to bounce. We haven't run into that yet in this run, but let me just tell you right now, it is fun to play. It feels really good to shoot. It can get a little imprecise with aiming the cannon because the cannon is aimed based on your movement, so I have to be facing that direction, obviously, and that's why it's based off my movement. And so, like, I guess I just wish that I don't think there could have been another way to do it. I guess if they used the right stick, I could aim with the right stick and it would shoot at the same time. That could be a little bit more precise, but it's fine. I'm just like nitpicking, though. It's really not a big deal. Everything that they set up in this game allows it to work fine. And then with that same issue is not in the controls for movement, though. They're super tight and really well done. Well, shoot. They're super tight and really well done, and I really enjoyed playing with them. They are... It's like perfect. It's like Super Meat Boy level controls here with like how tight they are and how perfect you need to land everything. But if you don't land something, it's your fault. The controls, I don't know how games do this. Some games do this where the controls are so perfect and they feel so good, and other games have so much problems. But they must have spent a ton of time tweaking these and making sure everything was correct. And it really comes through. The controls are perfect. I mean, that's how players interact with the game the most, right? Through the controls. So spending a lot of time on the controls seems really important to me. But since usually it doesn't work out, it's so little happens with the controls sometimes. Like the controls are the reason the game is not good. For some reason, I don't know why developers don't spend a ton of time on that, but these developers did, and it is really well done. Everything feels predictable and precise, and I'm a huge fan of it right now. Yeah, and the paint mechanics are really good too, like having the spray on the wall, and it slows me down here. Like, this is making it a little bit more difficult. All of the sprays interact with the enemies as well and do different things. Like, you saw them get entangled by this paint, and then the yellow paint pushes them away. So everything interacts with everything else. There's no weirdness here. The gameplay is really solid. I've been having so much fun with it. Cool. And then when you get to the end of the level, you get to unlock another guy. It's really all about unlocking your friends or saving your friends from the really weird looking evil dude. And he does seem kind of like a weird evil dude. We will see him in the next level. The design of this game is really cool. Just all of this hand-drawn art and everything. The animations are really nice, and everything is super crystal clear in the level. They obviously have like a really nice palette going on for this game, but the that guy's so silly. He looks cool too. They obviously have like a palette going on for this game, like a really nice color palette, but shoot. But they at the same time, everything is super crystal clear. You know, they made that toxic fluid bright green, so it's very obvious that you should not go into it. And even like when these guys go into fall into there, it interacts with them, and so you can see their gross bodies in the green stuff. This is disgusting. But yeah, this much hand-drawn art in this game is awesome. Like, all of this art looks really cool, and I'm a huge fan of this aesthetic. It's really nice. The backgrounds seem like really alive as well. Like, there's a robot back there, I guess, right now. There's even like animation and movement in the background a lot of the times. Like, you know, they didn't have to do that stuff. Even with, I mean, that's what adds polish to a game, right? When the guys fall into the lava and they just look the slime, and they look really gross. They're down there and their like eyeballs are moving, and it's just kind of ugh. But having things in the background move, it looks like that guy's just working back there. It looks like his butt's there too. I didn't even notice that before. But it just gives the world like kind of an, I guess he's working back there. It gives the guy, like the whole world, an alive feel, which is really, I think, something important. I mean, even though I'm trying to run through these levels as fast as humanly possible, most of the time, especially like this, it still looks really good and feels like a world where things are happening in. It's not just some dead world I'm just trying to platform through, which just makes this game such a well-made game. It just feels fantastic to play this game. All right, well, forget it. I like so much about this game. There is a time trial mode as well. I should have mentioned that probably earlier. And so you will be speedrunning this game probably, if that's what you're into. I'm into that. I had a lot of fun trying to speedrun this a little bit. You have to like unlock all of the characters, unlock all of your team in the world first, in the level first, and then you can unlock the time trials. So you can't time trial first, but you can after you get them all and know the level. It is a lot of fun and extremely well done for the time trials. I like them very much. It was fun to play them. I feel like I realized that I think I'm kind of talking in a way that's not normal for my videos, and I'm sorry for that, because this game is very difficult to run around and shoot these guys and try and escape everything while being able to speak in a way that makes a lot of sense. So if that is bothering you, I'm sorry, but you should try this game. It is hella fun. I'm loving this game. It is so much fun. On a scale of 1 to woo, this game is obviously a woo, and you should pick it up if you have anything where you like Super Meat Boy stuff. Like, just those jumps right there remind me of Super Meat Boy just so much. This is like probably my favorite right here. This whole section of just jumping through all of this stuff very precisely. That was my fault. I didn't bounce hard enough off the thing, so it really hurts. And since the levels are a little bit longer, the checkpoints are also a little bit more generous than Super Meat Boy, which is, thank you. Shoot, I knew that wasn't going to make that. That was so my fault. All right, well, I think you pretty much understand now that this is a game you should be picking up. So if you've watched this far, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, how's it going? That's a cool video, right? I am trying out different hats. I guess this one seems to work out okay. Keeps my head warm. And thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.